13-year-old boy Nathan Breeze from Kinglake West, Victoria, born Friday, 24th of November 1995. He died on Saturday, 7th of February 2009 in the Black Saturday bushfires. Kid equals 24. KID. 11 plus 9 plus 4 equals 24. Tuesday, 13th of February 2018 is today, and we are 24 days away from Friday, 9th of March 2018. Nathan was 13 years old when he died. Age equals 13. 1 plus 7 plus 5 equals 13. Dead equals 14. 4 plus 5 plus 1 plus 4 equals 14. 13 plus 14 equals 27. Jake equals 27. So who is turning 27 on Friday, 9th of March 2018? Good question. This is the 10-minute briefing on Tuesday, 13th of February 2018, keeping in mind that tomorrow is the 14th and it's Valentine's Day and it's Ash Wednesday as well.
From the Sky News Weather Centre, this is the 10-minute briefing.
10 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. It's just gone 7 a.m. We've got a lot to get through this 10-minute briefing. I'm Samantha Chiari, joined by our Chief Meteorologist, Tom Saunders.
And on the briefing today, we'll have an update from Tonga. They've been devastated by Cyclone Gita overnight. Also, this heatwave continues across the east, and we're expecting elevated fire dangers on Wednesday for New South Wales.
And Tom, Brisbane just swept through their warmest night in a year, only dipping down to 26.3 degrees. Evidently, you can see 28 degrees is what they're sitting on.
Yeah, sweaty one last night in Brisbane, and Longreach was sitting well above 30 at sunrise. They're 35.3, heading towards the mid-40s today. So this heat wave is up to roughly day 4 for much of inland Queensland. Cooler for that southern coastline, though. We've got temperatures there, 18.9 degrees in Melbourne. Now, we had some storms yesterday, as well as the previous afternoon in southeast Queensland. You can see some on the radar. They're not particularly widespread, but we did manage Kingham, 22 millimetres. Those storms did dodge Brisbane and they dissipated overnight. Also, some heavy rain on the New South Wales coastline overnight.
Yeah, Ulladulla has now seen their heaviest rain in a year, over 60 millimetres in the gauge. A couple of different weather systems leading to the rainfall in New South Wales, so it's a bit of a complex Tuesday, I'd say, in terms of the rain and shower activity across New South Wales. What we can guarantee, though, is we have seen some good falls across that southern coastline. At one point, Tom, there was even a severe weather warning in place.
But as we saw on the radar, we're not seeing too much at the moment. Sydney's been dry this morning. Cessnock, though, had some heavy showers overnight, 17 millimetres.
Now, all we've been talking about this morning is, of course, Cyclone Gita. It did make landfall as a Category 4 system. For more on this, our Sky News New Zealand Bureau Chief James O'Doherty filed this a little earlier.
Tropical cyclone Gita hit Tonga hard as a Category 4 storm, packing wind gusts of up to 278 kilometres per hour. Winds started to pick up at around 9 p.m. local time, but the real force of the storm hit at around midnight. Daybreak has revealed the damage in the capital is extensive.
We can see from around the house here, the damage is very extensive. A lot of houses being affected. Trees and the crops are also affected. I think from where I see it, some of the houses I have never seen before, I can see now from our house.
Other areas in the country could have fared even worse than the capital, Nuku'alofa. Many homes in Tonga are just not built to survive winds this strong, and much of the country is extremely close to sea level. Residents were told to seek shelter and stay indoors, but despite precautions from authorities, there have been significant injuries.
We have had reports of fatalities, but I can't confirm numbers as yet. And injuries, our director has just come back from the hospital, and there's been some quite serious injuries, but people are still sort of trapped in flooded areas and can't get out to get to the hospital if they are injured.
Both Australia and New Zealand were on standby to assist Tonga before this cyclone hit overnight. Authorities in Tonga say the cleanup will be in the tens of millions of dollars and take some time. James O'Doherty, Sky News.
Now, some of the pictures coming through from Tonga, well, it's just devastating. This was a Category 4 system. Sam, it was really close actually to being a Category 5. It looked like the maximum winds were probably about 270 kilometres per hour. That's only 10 k's off the threshold for a Category 5. And the eye of Gita went just to the south of Tonga. However, the eye wall, which is where the worst of the weather is, actually went directly over the capital.
And I guess in terms of destruction and damage, we won't really know until people keep assessing it or that system fully moves through.
But there's plenty of pictures coming through, though, out there on social media, and it looks devastating. In fact, even the parliament has been significantly damaged in the capital.
So our thoughts are with everyone in Tonga. Back home, our thoughts are with everyone in Queensland because they are enduring a very, very tough heat wave right now. Severe to extreme heat wave conditions are continuing today.
Yeah, this one's quite nasty. So we're up to day 4. Some towns like Cunnamulla are up to day 5. Across the board in northern New South Wales, also day 5 of the heat wave today. Tamworth is a pretty good example there. Now, maximum temperatures yesterday, the second hottest February day on record in Charleville, 44.6 degrees, and we could even break records for longevity, Sam, because I bet we're up to day 4. It looks like this heat wave will last for at least another week. So eventually, maybe 10 or 11 days. So in terms of sort of consecutive days above a certain maximum temperature, we could break some records.
And in terms of temperatures for today and fire danger, we do have elevated fire dangers in place for New South Wales.
Yeah, the winds aren't strong today, which is why we don't have widespread fire weather warnings. But these are the temperatures then into this afternoon. 40 plus is the dark red covering Queensland. That darker shading is even 45 over Western Queensland. Now that's today, and here are the fire dangers for today. So there's only that one district, the Northwest District of New South Wales, with a severe fire danger. Even though it is very hot, it's just not quite windy enough today.
Looking ahead, though, it's all about to change for tomorrow. We are anticipating elevated fire weather warnings in place, particularly through New South Wales. Winds will be increasing ahead of a cold front, which is hitting the southeast. It's not looking ideal, especially, Tom, given those out-of-control bushfires we saw on the weekend.
Yeah, Sam, tomorrow definitely is potentially one of those days when we could see major bushfires. We often see the worst bushfires in southeastern Australia when cold fronts are approaching. That's what it is tomorrow. There's our front coming through. The yellow arrows indicate strong winds. Melbourne winds averaging up to 50 k's an hour. And ahead of that front, the winds will just pick up slightly in New South Wales. And because the winds will be from the west, that hot air through the interior will be dragged towards the coast. So that's the forecast fire danger for Wednesday. As you can see, numerous districts, including the Illawarra, Sydney, the Hunter, with a severe fire danger all the way up towards the Queensland border. We do have a couple of dozen fires burning through New South Wales at the moment, so potentially we could see properties and also lives coming under threat.
Not an ideal situation for New South Wales tomorrow, and I'm sure the Rural Fire Service will be keeping everybody updated. Total fire bans in place, would you suspect?
It's pretty much guaranteed for tomorrow. There'll be fire weather warnings, and one of the main concerns at the moment is also the lack of rainfall. It's just been exceptionally hot and dry so far this February.
And Tom will have more on that in his bushfire report, which is coming up shortly. Please stay tuned, though. In just 60 seconds, we have more of your local weather forecast today and a Pyeongchang forecast.
And January was the 3rd hottest January on record for Australia. So, and as I said there, it was very lucky that the cyclone, Gita, that hit Tonga, very lucky it hit at low tide and not high tide, or the storm surge would have been a lot more devastating for Tonga than it was. The storm surge wasn't too bad. The winds were bad. But the storm surge, they were lucky. And you can get lucky, but if you keep ignoring climate change like the Christian conservatives want to do, luck will run out. So, okay, Cyclone Gita hit last night. Today's Tuesday, 13th of February. We've got 9 dates in a row that are the prophecy of Jacob Welling and Nathan Breeze, or part of. 9 dates in a row, and then Friday 9th of March 2018. So, Friday 9th of March 2018. And yeah, that's it. That's the prophecy. And don't forget, Jake Westling from Minnesota had a dog named Marcus. Don't forget that. Very important.